Yo, what's good guys? Nacho here, back with another video. Hope you guys are having a good day. Today I wanted to bring y'all a what's in my travel backpack video. I have a lot of questions in my DMs or personally where people ask me what kind of stuff do you bring on your travels, what kind of gear do I need and stuff. And personally, I'm the type that just wants to bring the bare bones, like what I need. I don't really want to carry anything extra because usually everything's on my back, so I don't want to carry like 100 pounds on my back. That just defeats the purpose of traveling, you know? So let's get started. So first, let's start off with my backpack of choice, which is the LowePro Fastpack 250. During the time when I was looking for a backpack to use while traveling, there's a lot of different companies that have different types of backpacks with different accessories and features and stuff. But the reason I chose this one was because it's mid-size, it's stealthy looking, it comes with a rain cover that you can just pour over to protect your bag from rain and none of your electronics would get damaged. And one of the main features that I really like about this bag is this side compartment that allows you to open it up and just grab your camera on the go as you need to, so you wouldn't miss that shot. Oh. This bag also has straps for the side to strap around your waist just in case you're carrying a little bit too much. And let's start off with, I guess the smallest pocket, and we'll work our way up to the largest pocket. So starting off is this pocket here, this front pocket, which I have a pair of sunglasses. I carry eye drops, gum. I think I got this in a bag of chips in Mexico. Same with this. Oh, chapstick and a coin. Having a coin is actually comes in handy because most of the things that I use require some sort of screw, maybe like a flathead. So this coin is like a good substitute for that. So this comes in real handy. Okay, next is this top pocket. So the way this bag is divided up is you have a bottom half and then you have a top half. The bottom is mainly for your camera gear. The top is more for just personal items or other smaller pieces of equipment that you may use. So inside, this is what it looks like. So the first thing you might see in here is my pair of headphones. These are the Sennheiser PXEs 550. This is my second pair of headphones from Sennheiser. I really love them. The way I discovered them is by another YouTuber. I mean, you guys may know him as Unbox Therapy. He mentioned these in one of his videos. He said they're the best, perfect. I listened, I bought them. I don't disagree. These are like the best headphones I could ever dream of. Next is a cable pouch that came with the bag, and in here I just have all my cables in here. They all go to chargers or SSDs or camera batteries and everything, so this comes in handy. And then in here I have more memory cards. I have a micro SD adapter, and I have my Samsung T3 1TB SSD. So this product here, I could say is like one of the most important things I have in this backpack. This comes with me wherever I go. If you're not familiar with SSD, it's just another storage system, but unlike a traditional hard drive, there's no moving parts. It uses flash storage, so I mean, you can break them, but it's harder for you to break this than a traditional hard drive. Plus, I use it for the ridiculous speeds. The read and write speeds are insane. This is great to work off of. That's what I use it as. And yeah, this thing's awesome. The next thing I have is just a portable battery bank by Anchor. It's nothing special really. It's just a battery bank. The reason I went with this one is because at the time it was the slimmest and the most with the most capacity on the market. And as far as the reviews, they make considerably great products. I have no complaints about this. This has been a lifesaver. Next is variable ND filter by Tiffin. If you're not familiar with a variable ND, it's just a filter that could help you reduce or increase light. And the reason I use it for is for video. That's probably the main reason you might use it for. But as you can see, you usually use this for on sunny occasions when you don't want to increase your aperture just to get the perfect exposure during your video. So this is a must for whenever you're traveling. I kind of stand by Tiffin. They make great filters. Next is just a Z battery from Sony, and then 2 GoPro batteries. And in this pocket, I only have cleaning cloths for my lenses. So that's it for this top pocket. We have a laptop compartment, and inside I carry my 15-inch MacBook Pro. I've had this since late 2015. This is an incredible machine. I think the only thing I did to this was upgrade the RAM. Other than that, it still works like since the first day I got it. This thing's amazing. I don't really see myself upgrading anytime soon unless this thing just explodes for some reason. This is a weld machine. I highly recommend anyone for video editing or picture editing to get you one of these. And then on the side here, we have a Joby GorillaPod. I don't typically carry any type of tripod, just mainly because it just adds more to the weight of this, and it's just big and clunky, and personally I don't really see a need for it. I don't really shoot that much long exposure to even need one. So whenever I do, wherever I'm at, this usually comes in handy. There's always some sort of ledge I can grip this to, or just prop it on and just start shooting. So this has worked really great. Have no complaints here. Next is where I keep the main gear. This bottom half of the book bag, and this is what it looks like. First thing you see is the drone, which is the DJI Mavic Pro. I got this last year. This thing's amazing. One of the coolest thing about this is that it shoots 4K. It's so silent. The battery's great. I really don't have no complaints with this. I love DJI. I think they make great products. Their gimbal system is great. The sensors they use on their camera is great. I think for anybody that's really trying to add extra spice to their videos, I think having aerial shots is a must. Next, in this pocket, I have the controller. And this pocket's empty because I house the 24-70 2.8 G Master by Sony, which is the lens I'm currently using to film on now. And speaking of which, here is my baby. This is the 70 to 200 2.8 G Master from Sony. This is my baby. This is my go-to lens for all portraits, for just far away things. The speed on this is insane. This thing's ridiculous, sharp. It produces great quality images. It is a little bit pricey, but I think the images make up for it. This thing is my baby. I don't go anywhere without this. And well, before I continue, well, I just showed y'all or spoke to y'all about two lenses, but the camera I use is the Sony a7R III. I recently switched from Nikon to Sony, and the reason being was because I was looking for a more travel-sized camera, which would be the Sony, and at the time, I think it was around last year, December 2018 is when this camera dropped, and I just fell in love with it. I bought it. It's been crazy camera. I'm probably gonna do like a more in-depth review on it because I just think it's like an amazing camera for travel. And with that, I have the Rode Video Micro. That's my microphone of choice. I think this microphone is a very underrated microphone. I think just because it looks tiny, it doesn't look like it can produce good quality sound, but as you can hear, I just think people need to give it more of a chance. And I mean, it saves you a lot of money too. And then so anyways, so in this side pocket I have a lift kit that I use on my drone. The reason I bought this is just so if I ever need to fly off sand or tall grass, the propellers and or dirt and stuff wouldn't mess with the drone and just mess it up in the future. And then next is my ND filters by LowePro. I don't really know if there's any other brands that make ND filters for the Mavic, but as far as I'm concerned, these are like the best you could get for your money. Without these, I think I would have had very, very unusable, crappy footage from everywhere I've been, and it just would have been a waste without these. I think these are a must. Next is just two batteries. Nothing special there. And then lastly is my GoPro Hero 5. This is also a must for any type of traveling. The reason being is this camera can go where the Sony a7R III can't. For example, water. This thing's discreet. It's an action cam, so I'm able to beat it up. I'm able to put it on helmets, tie it to my chest, and this thing produces great images, great spectacular video. This thing's insane. I don't see myself without this in the future, but other than that, this thing's amazing. And then finally, the last piece of gear that I have that would fit in this top compartment is actually the one I'm using right now to film this video. It's the DJI Ronin S. I recently picked this up. If you want to have good quality video, you need some sort of stabilization system. And before this one, I was using the Zhiyun or the Zhiyun crane. I'm not really sure how you pronounce it. That really couldn't handle the payload that I needed to. So I sold it and then kind of upgraded to this one. And this one's been great. This one's insane. The stabilization on it is crazy. I really couldn't ask for anything better. And as far as my gear, that's pretty much it. That's all I carry. There's two more items that I want to mention. They're not necessarily in my bag, but I carry them on me always. This is the Peak Design Capture clip. So the way this works is it's just a clip that ties on to one of your book bag straps, and then this end just goes to the bottom of your camera. So this works mainly for running gun type situations. So you're out there shooting, and then once you're done, you just clip it back in place like that, and you just keep going on with your day. And lastly, another item that I use, I usually have this on me always. This is a black rapid sports strap. So I mean, as you can tell, the camera goes on this end. You just put this on your shoulder and it just dangles from your side. So it works also for run and gun situations. Well, once you pick up your camera from your side, you just pick it up, take the pic, and just lay it back down. This thing I think is one of the main items that I mainly use as I'm shooting pictures. That way I don't have to be carrying my camera around and worry about potential slips and breaks of my gear. And yeah, that's pretty much all the gear I use, everything I carry on me. There's a couple other little things that I didn't show y'all just necessarily because I don't carry them in my book bag, like chargers or other little stands or other little clips that I use here and there. But other than that, this is it. This is all I carry. It's not really much. Like I mentioned before, this is like bare bones. I don't really think it's a need personally to carry extra gear that you might not use. I carry what I will use and always use all the time. If there's anything that you saw in this video that you'd like for me to do a more in-depth review or something, just let me know. Just put it in the comments below. And also, I'm really curious if other you photographers or travelers, if there's anything that you'd recommend me to buy and to use. I'm always open-minded to new things. Maybe there's things on here that I don't have that could replace 2 or 3 of these things, you know, who knows. And yeah, I hope this video taught you a little something on what to take for your next trip or gave you a couple ideas here and there. But yeah, I guess that's it. Stay tuned for more videos and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.